just an off-the-charts, mind-blowing card. It represents one of the more impressive productions that I think that we've ever sold to feature Zion. This is what they call their blockchain dual Logoman. There were only 100 of these that were ever made of the blockchains featuring various players from various sports. What we have here is basically a museum piece. It's an ultra-modern museum piece. It's a one-of-one, the only copy ever made, as was the case for all 100 that were produced. Obviously, it's an autographed Logoman. The Logoman, as it sits, just carries probably the most notorious patch of all time. And I would say across all sports, I don't think there's any one patch that embodies desirability more than the Logoman from basketball. From the 2020 production of this blockchain, this is arguably, if not the most desired of those. It features two, really important figures. One being Zion, of course, and then the other one being this guy Hachimura, who is one of these up-and-coming stars. Everyone's excited to see what may become of him. The way the universe conspires, sometimes like it's the guy who is the distant second who becomes the rock star on the card, and that's happened a lot in history. Nothing against Zion or where he's going. He's certainly living up to the hype, but Rui Hachimura, he's no joke, and where that brand takes us is also a very exciting opportunity. The fact that it's a one-of-one, the fact that it has this sort of like a Superfractor type look to it, Logoman's dead center. It's a beautiful design. It's also awarded a Gem Mint designation with 4 9.5 subgrades, so it's a quad 9.5. It's just a dazzling, impressive, and altogether important issue. It's just a beautiful little offering, and certainly something that you'd work really hard to find something that can compete. Scan around the periphery, but there's not a lot to show. This is just one of these highly coveted, important chase cards from the 2020 production. We're absolutely delighted to have it, and it's one of these things that there will never be another. And the fact that when you get these one-of-ones that are also in gem mint condition, they're just museum pieces, everything about them. So delighted to have it. It's one of these cards. It's for the best of the best, those who insist upon owning the best of the best. We're delighted to feature this example. Look no further.